Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special session this Sunday afternoon. Popping on to finish out the morning's free readings. I didn't get to a whole lot of those. I like to come back on to finish those out because I do honor my community. Excuse me, as I hack up on the phone. I mean, in the microphone, sorry. Because I know not everyone is able to give donations, and I had a lot of donations this morning. I'm so appreciative. It is what helps me be able to offer these free readings. So thank you for your patience and waiting to get into the readings here. All right. After I finish this, I will post a comment, pin it, and it'll be the order in which the readings were completed, so you can find your reading faster. And there's no chat because I'm not taking any new readings for this session. This is just making up for all the ones I didn't complete this morning. I'll be back Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time if you'd like to come back for a free reading. In the meantime, if you do want a reading, I do offer personal readings. All that information's in the description box. Or if you're needing answers from Spirit, I have a ton of pick a cards and different free videos on my main page as well. So feel free to check that out. All right. So let us shuffle. We're going to use the Star Tarot. Sorry, just ate and I'm all phlegmy. Sorry about that. All right. So let's get into it. So Cutie, you are up first. Let me move this keyboard out of the way. Here we go. And move that over here. So let's take a look and find out what Spirit wants you to know about February for you here. So let's take a look. What does Spirit want you to know about February? All right. Let us take a look. All right. Well, I do like the stability of February here for you. You have both the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So stable energy, stable foundation in the outside world coming in here. Four of Wands also has this joy, this celebration that comes in. I like it because you had the Hanged One here. And I feel like for this, it means that you've been in a transformation of sorts. You've been patiently waiting as things have been moving, and you've been seeing things from a higher perspective. And so life has kind of been flowing, right? Almost maybe feeling like ever so slowly. But with this, I like all the stability. So sorry. And with that stability, is the sense of joy, just a good solid foundation that's being built. When things are built fast, they also fall down fast. I like that this has been slowly building over time. And now your February just feels like a good, um, I don't know, like safety. It just feels like safety. It feels like a good um, opportunity to just sit and be and enjoy. So there's this, you're starting to see fruition of all that transformation that's been going on. It's like you've gone from the caterpillar into the chrysalis, made it out of the cocoon as a butterfly, and now you're just letting your wings kind of dry before it takes off. So I like this for you. So enjoy kind of the calmness before a lot of activity. It's not a storm, it's a lot of activity I feel coming in here. Like March, maybe towards the end of February too, but it's really starting, it's going to take off for you. So I like it. All right. That's what they have for you, cutie. So buckle up. Here you go. All right. And then angel blessings, you're up next. Do you want to know any blessings coming to you? Let's take a look here. What the Spirit wants you to know about blessings coming your way. Okay, I want that one there too. All right. So you got here the Prince of Wands, which is the Page of Wands in this deck. And so there is this new passion, this new drive, this new spark that's coming in here for you. And the Seven of Cups, I just feel like it's surrounding you with a lot of different opportunities, emotions. I just feel like there's this time of excitement coming in. Like, because the Page of Wands is just like, it feels like a passion, excitement. It's just feels really like exuberating. It's just very joyful feeling. And all these 7 cups, I feel like you're gonna have like 7 um, types of events or experiences in a within not like within a week. That's like it feels like that would be too like why all in a week? I just feel like it's over a month. Like you have 7 significant things that happen that bring joyful, exuberant feelings for you. I just feel like it's bam, bam, maybe 2 a week or something like that, where it just feels like I'm really enjoying life. I really like all this, you know, that's flowing into my life, and it's bringing all this beautiful it's all bubbling of joy, it's all bubbling of emotions that come in. So I like that for you. It's like 7 little gifts, 7 little wonderful experiences of joy that come in, and they're not just like little blips. I feel like they're not like like huge life, like world-changing things, but they're significant, and I like those for you. So that's what's coming in for you, angel blessings. So many blessings to you. And I'm so sorry, I just need to take a sip here. You ever get a frog in your throat that just doesn't want to go away? Well, there it went away. So thank you for your patience there. All right. So many blessings, angel blessings. And then we've got Starfall. You are up next. So, hello, hello. What are Jay's feelings for you? Let's take a look here. See what is going on in Jay's feeling world here towards you. All right. Well, I don't know about feelings. I know, right? They're a big thinker, though, right now. He's got the Hierophant, which is like their higher self inviting them to try to see things from a clearer perspective. And the Six of Swords is also all about the thinking, which is moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. So it is not a bad thing, but they really are trying to find clarity about what are they feeling about you? What do they want? And they're in their head a lot about it all though. And like the Six of Swords feels good. It's the letting go of some old ways of thinking, looking at things from a fresher perspective, a more higher perspective. I like that. And the Hierophant too is clarity. So they're gaining a lot of clarity on how they feel about you. But I feel like the emotions are like under a microscope. So they're like in a petri dish. They're like, okay, I'm going to take them out of my heart, putting them in here. Now I'm looking at them, I'm analyzing it with my brain. And they haven't like allowed it. So sorry. There we go. So I just like feel like they're trying to find clarity. They're just like caught in their brain. Analyze. What does this mean? What do I mean by that? What do I want? Don't I want? Blah 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 blah. I just feel like they're just like steam coming out of their brain because they're thinking about their emotions, but they're not allowing themselves to feel it. It feels very air signy because being an Aquarius air sign, I can understand that we do that with our emotions. We are water bearers and we keep the emotions in containers. We look at them like that, and go, "Well, look at that. That's an emotion." Like, "Oh, you want me to feel it? Let me just put that back into my heart." So I feel like that's what's kind of going on with them right now. Yeah, the Ace of Cups on the bottom. So they do have emotion. They do have love, that's in there. They're just trying to understand it themselves. So that's what they have for you, Starfall. So sorry. This will clear up here in a minute. All right. So many blessings to you. And then soul searching vibe, you're up next. You want to know Pisces thoughts towards you. Let's take a look here. What are Pisces thinking? All the thinking, right? Well, so excuse me, their thoughts towards you here. We have the Sun card, which is a lot of bright light that is shining on there. It's joy, it's celebration. Very, I don't know, there's this duality that comes in here. Because on one side, with the Five of Pentacles, it's the feelings of lack, of abandonment, being left behind, being left out in the cold. But I don't feel like that has to do with you because the sun card also, if you look closely, there's a little kid by the butterfly. It's the inner child. And these feelings of lack and abandonment go way back, way before they met you. And there's this, I don't know, fear of abandonment that kind of just rules over their life. And I like that the sun is there because I feel like with you being in their life, you bring a bright light into their life and you show them worth and you have this energy that makes them feel appreciated in that, but they also at the same don't believe it because their inner child won't believe it because it doesn't believe it's worthy of receiving that appreciation, if that makes sense. So I like that they feel this warmth and this brightness and this passion towards you, but their inner child just kind of um, it's like when you take a baby to a movie theater to enjoy a movie, and all it does is cry. You can't enjoy the movie because you keep on having to leave to go take care of the baby. That's what I feel like is going on. I feel like they want to enjoy the relationship and who you are and interacting with you, but their little inner child is throwing tantrums, going, "No, no, 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 you don't deserve that." So I feel like that's kind of what's coming in here, soul searching vibe. Just a lot of feelings of lack and the feelings like that they do have all this brightness and they want to, but there's just this pull, this inner anchor that keeps pulling them away from it. So hopefully that makes sense to you there, soul searching vibe. But that's what they got for you right now. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. Then a news three, you want messages from your future spouse. All right. What do they want you to know? Take out the trash. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe that's what they're saying. We'll see here. No, not at all. I like this. You got the Queen of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Queen of Pentacles here is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. They want you to take care of yourself. They want you to give yourself the love that you deserve and not to wait for it, not to store it up for other people. You deserve it, and they want you to nurture yourself. Get out into nature, get away from the chaos. The Judgment card is your higher self. This eagle up here represents your higher self, and this is your human self, and it's calling you to this higher place too. And like, I just feel like this getting away from all the noise, getting away out into nature of some sort, just get away from everything so that you can focus on you, nurture yourself, feel Mother Nature, feel that nurturing, because in that, you're getting this connection to spirit when you're getting out into nature. And I like this for you because I just feel like there's a lot of distractions, a lot of chaos, a lot of noise around you that just draws you out into it. And they're kind of wanting you to be able to step up into a higher place of self love and higher connection with the spirit world because they're working on raising their love vibration, and these other things in your life are kind of holding you back, kind of anchoring you down, pulling you down. And so they're really encouraging you to step away so you can step up. And so that those things don't drag you out into the chaos the drama that's around you. And because the faster you guys will come together faster, the higher you raise your love vibration. So they're like, get out of town or get out into nature, go to a park, whatever you can do, do that, get away from everything and spend some time connecting, journaling, whatever it is to take you to that higher place. And that's what they want you to do. That's their recommendation, their plea to you, please, because they want to get together with you soon. And so they're saying they're raising their love vibration. They want you to be raising it right along with them because that will allow you guys to meet each other sooner. All right. So that's what they have there for you. So many blessings. And then smooth life, you want guidance from your future self. All right, let's take a look here. What does your future self want you to know here? Wow. So you've got the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Cups coming in here. Eight of Wands is there's this fast moving energy coming in here, a lot of passion, a lot of energy. And the Ten of Cups, joy, fullness overflowing with all of this too. And I just feel like your future self is letting you know it, though it seems like things are taking forever for you to feel this emotional fulfillment. They're like, you can find joy in every moment. You don't have to wait for a future time to feel it. They're like, you don't have to wait to be me in the future to feel this fullness and overflowing. You can feel it now from within you, right? And the more you raise that inner joy, that connection, that's what allows you to fill this 10 of cups. Because you fill the cup from the inside, it overflows and fills up everything. And but that's what allows things to come in faster, like we're just talking about. When you raise your love vibration, when you're focusing on joy and happiness, and that's why weekends fly by so fast, because we're having so much fun. Time flies faster. When you're at work, it slows down, right? That's funny, but that's what they're saying. The more you raise your love vibration, you focus on joy, you get to and experience joy in the moment, but it also brings in more things that you are even more joyful about. It just speeds up and brings in things faster, but brings in things of a higher vibration instead of a lower vibration. And that's why things move slow on lower vibration, because we don't want to be inundated with ton of lower vibrational things. We want lower vibrational things to come in slow. Otherwise, as much time as we're taught to focus on lower vibration, that's all we would experience in this lifetime. So those come in slow, but higher vibrational things when we're at that come in faster. So I feel like that's what your future self wants you to know is, speed is in your hands of things in your life. So just be aware of that, because and you don't have to wait to be joyful. All right. So that's what they have for you, smooth life. So many blessings to you. And then Lynx Lee, you are up next. So Leo's intentions towards you. All right. And I just want to make sure, because um, I have answered all of the free readings this weekend. And I know you ask a lot about the Leo. I might have to put a restraining order on you. I'm just kidding. But I just want to make sure you know that I have completed all of your readings asking about the Leo. So if you're just wanting more and more and more and more information on them, I get it. You're almost going to stalking status, though. I'm just kidding. But I just want to make sure you know I have completed all of them. So there's a ton of information on those readings coming in there for you. All right, but let's see. What else would Spirit like you to know about Leo's intentions, right? What about Leo's intentions? Okay. Sorry, just getting clarity here what this is here. So you've got the Queen of Cups here, and you've got the Star card. And there's this message from Spirit here. With the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups, she's very intuitive. She's she's fallen down. She rolls over all the emotions, and she's given a second portion of cups. So she not only rules, she's the master of emotion. Doing so, she's a great empath. She's a great connector. She can really pick up emotions. You really hear from Spirit a bit too. And I feel like what they're saying here with the Star card being dreams come true and wishes come true, that there's this there's this meme, and maybe if I hope I don't think I read this to you, but let me read this to you, because it feels like what the energy they're saying here is that with your empathic abilities, you really see this person as potential, and that's what you're really attracted to, but it's not who they are. And this is what the meme says. It's really powerful. It says, sometimes people can't reciprocate because they can't give you what they can't give themselves. Those who are at war with themselves can't give you peace. Those who betray themselves can't give you loyalty. Those who lie to themselves can't give you honesty. See them as they are, not who you wish them to be. And that's what this wish card brought up for me here, is that, we wish that they were this person, but I feel like in your heart of hearts with this Queen of Cups that they can't give you what you're wanting because they can't give that to themselves. And you will continue to want from them until you turn blue in the face because they just can't give that to you. They just, and I know I used to fall in love with with the possibilities of who I could see, and I can relate with this energy because I used to. I'm like, oh, look at the potential, but no, though they could, they didn't choose that. And so it's like, believe who they're showing you they are, not, don't go, I can change them. They'll change. They'll be this later, because it's not guaranteed, and usually not the case either. Most humans don't live up to their highest potential because we're here for our experiences. But I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to know, because I feel like they don't have intentions towards you. I feel like they're all consuming with themselves. This Leo energy, the lower vibrational energy, is all about me, 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 which is what the challenge is at the lower vibrational Leos. High Leos also have a high manifestation of being leaders and being bright and helping people step up into the spotlight. And so that could be like, oh, that's the person that I love. And it's like, well, that's not the person they are, and probably the person they won't be in this lifetime. But I feel like it's important for you to know that, Linksley. So hang in there. But that's what they have for you right now. All right. Pinky, you are up next. Anything you need to learn in your current situation? Let's see what they are wanting to point out here about what you are learning or can learn through this situation here. All right. Yeah, it's definitely with these three cards here. You got the Ace of Pentacles, which is about, discovering a new way of looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world. And, with the Eight of Swords here and the Sun card is about diving deep into your child's self. It shines a bright light onto areas of your life. And the Eight of Swords means you're learning and seeing what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets um, used to blind you, trap you, keep you feeling caged. And so it's the limiting thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. And that's why I feel like what you're learning is a way of looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way, because it's shining light and it's showing you fears and triggers that are arising, and it's for your benefit, because when you realize it, you get to have freedom from it. Because once you look at something and see it for a lie, then your mind won't believe it anymore. And so when you question these beliefs that you have about yourself that have been holding you back, and you're able to, your mind just lets go of it, and things start to change. And this is where these new opportunities come in for you too, because you're not being held back. So the situation that you're in is showing you a fear or two or three, and it's bubbling up, triggering within you. And then you can just take a deep breath, step back, and then you can look at it and go, oh, okay, I see this for what it is. Why do I believe this? Where's their origin of it? And you're like, oh, okay, I remember it was my dad that told me I would never amount to anything. Okay, that's not true. He was speaking in anger, he was drunk, or whatever it was when he said it. It's like, okay, you know, um, that's not true, and you transform it, and it changes things. So I feel like that is what they're wanting you to know about what you are able to learn through this situation, and it's very empowering for you. It is happening for you, not to you. That's important too. All right, so that's what they have for you, Pinky. So many blessings to you. And then Shloka Chancer. Hello, hello. So you want to know who is coming towards you. All right. Sorry, I'm just chewing my cough drop here. All right. Well, I feel like love is headed your way. You think, with Two of Cups coming in here. Let me see if I can get that without a glare. There we go. And the Queen of Cups too, very strong emotions that come in there. Of course, Queen of Cups rules over the emotional world. So it's someone that's very empathic, very nurturing, very loving, that's coming into your life here. And possibly a water sign, water moon, just so much water because, they roll over water and all the queens are given a second portion. So that's a big honking amount of emotion that comes in. So it's someone that is able to share their emotions. They've swam in it, like Pisces are the Pisces fish, right? They swim in the emotional waters all the time. So it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio coming in. But I like it because it is a very important relationship. I feel very romantic, very loving, very almost a little mushy. It's like, you guys are making me sick. Can you just, take it into another room? I'm just kidding. You know how you have people that they're just so in love and so much emotion. You're just like, okay, that's too much for an air sign. I need to step outside. But I like it for you, Shloka. So that's what's headed your way. I like it. All right. Many blessings. All right, to Goldie, you're up next. Who wanted to be your Valentine? Let's take a look here and see who wants to be your Valentine. All right. Yeah, I do feel like there's someone who, you know, it's a fire sign here with the Seven of Wands. It's someone who wants to stand up, wants to be seen by you, wants to be, wants you to want them as their Valentine, but they've got these feelings here. This is what's keeping it from happening. And I don't even know if you might have an inkling of who it is because you're pretty perceptive, but the 10 of swords is a lot of fears. Five of Pentacles is these feelings of lack, of being left out in the cold, being left behind, and um, so there's all these fears that keep them like, I'm not worthy of that. I don't deserve that, and if I say anything or do anything, I'm just going to be turned down, and everyone's going to make fun of me, and I'm going to fail, and that's all this energy that's coming in here with that 10 of Swords rooted in the Five of Pentacles, these beliefs of lack. So it is someone that wants to be seen, someone that wants to stand up and be seen. Again, very childlike with the fire sign energy, but they're lower vibrational fire sign right now in their life, which means they don't have a whole lot of self-confidence, and so you won't see them. They won't shine the bright light on themselves. They have dimmed their light to out of fear with how they grew up. So you might know who this is. It's someone very shy, very that will you will probably pick up that they're wanting something from you, but you're like, why are you so far away? It's because they're scared, right? It's like a little bunny rabbit that wants to come towards you, but they're scared to do so. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what's coming in there for you, Goldie. Um, it's the one that Spirit wants you to know about. And you're like, who wants you to be their Valentine? But it's like, who wants you to want them to be your Valentine? They flipped the table on you. All right, so that's what's coming in there for you, Goldie, right now. So many blessings. And then Happy Pill, you want to know what was the dream trying to tell you this afternoon? All right, let's take a look here. What does the dream? What was it trying to tell you? And interesting because you got 2 major arcana here. You've got the Hierophant and the Sun card. The Sun card is Leo energy, it's inner child energy, can be subconscious energy too. So it is your subconscious trying to bring something up here. And with the Hierophant, they were trying to teach you and bring awareness to something. Keep in mind, all the characters in this dream are you taking on different roles because they're wanting you to face something on that subconscious stage instead of on the real stage of life, right? So they're wanting you to kind of reflect on that and try not to focus on who the people were because they will just appear as characters that represent safety and different things like that. But try to, if you can, remember the energy you felt during it, because that is what they're bringing you the awareness around, right? And so it is your higher self and your, your spiritual posse team. Excuse me, bringing up this, you know, the dream, the stage of um, working through a conflict. I don't know. I just felt like there was several different people, but they're all you playing different parts. And it's a big piece of this is understanding your own self and your own approach. The mirror that all of it was for you to show to yourself is really what I feel is coming through with those energies. If that helps at all, but it definitely is. They want to make sure you know it was not a premonition about something that's going to happen. It was like running you know how people will run a dress rehearsal. That's what they're showing me. It's a dress rehearsal, and people aren't playing it very well, and you're trying to work through things. And so, if that makes sense to you, Happy Pill, that's what they were trying to tell you a little bit there. But I feel like you'll know what all that means. All right, so that's what's coming through there for you. Many blessings. And then magician, you wanted spirit guides messages. All right, so let's take a look here, magician. What does your spirit guide wants you to know here? All right. All right. All right. So you do have here, you got the Queen of Pentacles coming in. And so your spirit guides are saying it is an important time right now for you to really focus in on yourself. Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself, doing things for yourself. The Four of Wands is all the joy and celebration card. And I just feel like they're saying it's time for some rest, relaxation. It's time to laugh. It's time to have some joy. It's time to let loose. Why are you being so serious? I just feel like it's a great opportunity right now for you to focus in on you and allow birthing of things, allow the sensuality and the enjoyment of the senses of life with the Four of Wands. If you have a gathering or a celebration, you can go to a wedding, anything you can go to. They're like, it's time to cut the rug, like dance or get out and do stuff that you enjoy. It's time for you. I feel like you give and you give and you give, and now it's time to give to yourself because you need to regenerate and really just recharge your battery. So it's important for you to do that. Time for you. All right. So that's what they have for you, magician. Many blessings. And Anjou 777, you would like spirit guidance. Let's take a look here and see what does spirit want you to know right now. All right. Okay. Wow. I just put that back in and it came flying back out. It does mean something different for you, as all cards can do. You got the Lover's card coming in and the Queen of Pentacles. Very nurturing type of relationship coming in here. It doesn't need to be romantic, but it definitely can be. But there is this, connecting to your higher self, giving yourself the nurturing and, love, but also this fills you up and it spills out. It could be a best friend, it could be romantic, it could be an old family member that's being recharged. It could be mom. It could be mom reaching out saying, "Connect with me." If your mom's on the other side, then definitely that's her saying, "Connect with me." In a very loving way, because they are very loving beings. But if your mom is still here, I feel like a little nudge. Reach out to her. Let her know how important she is to you. If there's some stuff that can be transformed, just realize you get to choose with this lover's card your emotional choice in any situation, in any relationship with anyone. You know, honor yourself, love yourself, and just realize everyone is in need of love. Everyone has a dream. Everyone's trying to be loved. Everyone's trying to live a dream of their life. And chances are, whatever they said, did, or whatever that would have upset you had nothing to do with you. It had to do with their own fears. You just happen to be around. But there is healing here in relationship. But definitely, I love the nurturing, and spirit is saying that realize that no matter what is unfolding, whatever comes your way, that you are the one that gets to choose how you feel about it. We're taught a lot of, when this happens, this is how you're supposed to think, supposed to feel, and blah, 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 blah. It's just opinion. You get to have your own opinion on how you feel about it, anything. No one can make you feel anyway. I was a little upset when I found that out because I was blaming a lot of people for my feelings at the time, especially. But spirit was like, you're the one that you're not responsible for anyone else's emotions either, which I was like, okay, it's a fair trade. I would rather be the one in charge of my emotions. Everyone else gets theirs back, and I can deal with that. And that's when we don't feel so out of control when we return to that. So I feel like that is what they want you to know right now, Anju. Hopefully that is helpful for you. All right. So many blessings to you. And then we have Shri Devi Anu. You want to know who wants to pursue you soon? Uh-oh. Let's see. Who is this? All right. Well, you do have a new opportunity that's coming up here with the Princess of Pentacles coming in here and the Two of Wands. Now, I feel like here with the Princess of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, it is someone new that you don't know about yet. I'm so sorry. Air escaping out of my lungs here. Um, the Princess of Pentacles, and this is Page of Pentacles. So it is, I do feel like it is um, an energy that's very grounded. Could be an earth sign, but I just feel like it's someone new that you don't know about yet because it just feels like it's so new. It's so different than you've had before. The as far as like when, I feel is an important thing because the Two of Wands tells us that whatever we focus on is what grows and expands. And the more that we focus in on what is missing or what we're wanting, the universe picks up on our energy. And so if I am missing something, whatever energy I'm focusing on, I'm telling the universe I enjoy and I want more of. Right. So if I'm focusing on that I'm missing something in my life, like if I'm missing love or whatever, then the universe goes, "Oh, you really love missing, and not having love in your life. All right, we'll make sure it doesn't come in." No, or the wanting as well, um, when we feel like, "Well, I want love." Well, we're telling the universe, "I really enjoy wanting to have love, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna get love because I'm focusing on wanting it." So how we change that and how things, move around in the realms is we focus on gratitude for what we do have, and we even picture in our mind having what we are, this wanting feeling, and then we let it go, and we let go of the energy of that I have to have it or not. We just have that desire. We're like, you know what? I would like love in my life. I can see that it'll happen. I'm grateful that it will come in, and you let it go. Then we're not focusing on the wanting and telling the universe, keep it far away from me so I can continue wanting for it instead of having it. And then we start focusing on gratitude for having it and that we have love in our life and we celebrate it. And then we have more love comes in and then that love comes in. So hopefully that helps. They're like giving you a little lesson on, how to draw it in. But I do feel when you want to like who, it is someone who's grounded, and I do feel like it's very, they have a lot of earth in their chart, or they are an earth sign. All right, so that's what they have for you. Many blessings to you. All right, making our way down the list here. And so Andre 54 Hector, hey, long time. And you want to know, what is Carlos's current energy about your relationship? All right, let's take a look here. So what is Carlos's current energy about your relationship? All right. Wow, there's a lot of interesting energy. Got the 10 of swords. One thing is that they are tired of fearing letting you down or people down. It's all has to do with all these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, all these expectations that they feel like a relationship has on it. Doesn't mean that you have voiced it at all. It was all in their head long before they met you. But they got all this pressure in their head about the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must. And the 10 of swords is like, I'm sick and tired of trying to live up to all that stuff, and they just want to like take expectations down to nothing. I don't want to have any pressure on me telling me who I need to be, what I have to be, whatever. I just want people to celebrate me for me. That's their energy. And I don't feel like it's just for you, but it's definitely impacting your relationship along with everything else that's going on in their life. It got the moon card here. There's a lot of mystery and some unseen and unknown things happening here too. A lot of deep emotion flowing below the surface, but there's a lot of subconscious. Again, all this stuff is running around rampant in their subconscious below the surface. They may not even be conscious of it, but they do. They just have this, have this fear and anxiety all the time of letting people down, not living up and failing, fear of failure. What will people think? Oh my gosh, all of that coming in here. And that moon energy is a lot of emotion flowing as a result of all that. I like this ending and beginning with this 10 of swords, though, because it's when we have had enough and we let go of all these expectations that we start to live more, and we start to express ourselves more truly, yeah, more truer than when we fear of expressing ourselves. So it's important that this happens, but I don't. I would stand clear. It's like I feel like there's like about to be just this flood of thought and speech and a flood of emotion outwardly. And I feel like in the beginning, it's going to be defensive type of emotion and speech, but it's like we're waiting to see after the dust clears what's left. Who are they? And once the dust clears and they're being true to them, you might change your mind on who they are and go, I'm not interested in that. But I feel like there is this um this Leo energy. Like you said, they're a Leo. When they're in the lower vibrational part of their expression of who they are, it's all about me, 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 me. And then if they evolve and move up, then it's about helping other people and leading in positive ways, being the king of the jungle in a positive way. But right now, I feel like they feel like a caged lion, and that's not good to cage a lion. They roar very loudly. They try to escape and bust down the bars, and when they do, they're a little angry at first. Then they eventually calm down, right? But that's the kind of energy I feel like going on right now, if that makes sense there, Andrea for Hector. So hopefully that brings some clarity. That's what they have for you, though. So many blessings. Hang in there. Stand clear. Throw some meat in front of the lion. Let them eat that, not you. All right. And Jushri, you're up next. So love reading for you. So what is coming in here for love? What does Spirit want you to know? All right. All right. Well, you got some fun freedom coming here because you've got the Devil card, which is Saturn Capricorn energy. And regarding love, this is all about, focusing in on, they shake and rattle your cage of all the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you've had in your entire life that you've been given around love. And the cage is rattled and all this happens so that you can set yourself free. Your heart is in a cage and it wants to get out and it wants to love, but there's all these rules that are keeping it suppressed and it's too small of a cage and it's cramped. And the shadow, the devil card comes to set you free from all that. So you might be having some stuff that's coming forward in your life, like I can't see beyond it because that's what the devil card does. That's what Saturn energy does. Nope, it's time for lessons. You cannot not look past it. You have to deal with it to get past it, to be freed from it. And they're doing it for us. We asked them to. They're like, here's your purchase order. It has your name on it, your signature. Like, oh, damn, I did, didn't I? But it is. It's better for you in the long run. It's freer for you in the long run, because your heart gets out of the cage and it can go find love instead of waiting for someone to come to the cage, if that makes sense. And the Two of Wands is whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. And so, you know, as you raise your love vibration, as you're letting this lower vibrational stuff go, it allows you to raise your love vibration. That speeds things up. That brings in love sooner for you. In the meantime, being in the cage, you're not making any progress. It's opening the cage, stepping out, dismantling the cage. You're raising your love vibration. You're focusing on gratitude. You're focusing on joy, celebration, and that allows things to move faster and allows you to draw in a relationship that is more in alignment with that higher vibration than the lower fear vibrations that have caged your poor little heart, right? So that's what they have for you right now on Jushri. Hopefully that makes sense there. And we are starting our new Chaos to Cozy podcast, which will do a lot about how to raise our self love. So stay tuned to that over the next few weeks throughout the year. It's going to take a year. I plan on just continuing the podcast, sharing lessons and tools on how in my life I've moved from chaos to cozy through spirit's guidance. So stay tuned. All right. So that's what they have for you. Some many blessings to you, Anjushri. And then up next, we've got Kritika Malhotra. Hi. And again, congratulations to one of my Zen Cricket winners. I love how your name appears in green. So you had a huge crush for most of your school life on your classmate, but nothing happened and you forgot him, but you dream of him every few months. Why is this? Did he ever like you did in them? Also, he's the only one who is so clearly present in your dreams. Weird since you haven't talked in a few years. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's take a look here and we'll see what spirit wants you to know here about why are you dreaming about him. um yeah, I bet you're gonna get like a wish fulfillment card. Just without cards, spirit speaks to me without cards. Cards are for us to be able to put something to the ground there. Well, kind of, it's kind of like a wish card, but you have the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Wands. And, the Seven of Wands is like they are a character representation, like they're an avatar that represents the love of your life. Your subconscious here, with the Ace of Swords, this is, bringing clarity to you here. And it's communication with all of this, combo. But this, like the Seven of Wands is like an avatar. They are the representative of what love of your life looked like, right? And that's what a lot of times our subconscious, when it's wanting us to look at things and gain clarity around things, that'll come into our dream time. And it brings up when we have this desire for love or fears around love, they'll create an avatar to represent that for us in our dreams, because that person feels safe, that our mind feels like, okay, you're open to looking into love with that person representing it, right? And so whenever they appear, just know that this is your soul, your spiritual posse working through this in this safe environment, bringing up things for you to look at and to process. And they'll start bringing up things in our dream, and then they'll start bringing up things in our peripherals out in our world for us to be able to see things. They'll bring it through other people's relationships, movies, books, different things that we'll see, and that stuff will, will come in there, right? Um, and and I feel like that's what they want you to know is that your soul's trying to gain clarity in here, and they've chosen them to represent that. So it's not them. It's not. I know. I wish it was like you know um, dreams or something coming in for you. So I just realized it was getting really dark in here. I hadn't moved my lamp over. It's like getting so mysterious. But there is this you know, it's for your learning and growth, not, premonition and oh, they're gonna contact you and it's gonna be that, they just represent that for you. So hopefully that makes sense, Kritika Mehotra. Many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. Mars, you are up next. So, anything else you should know about Moon? That was the person, in terms of how he is right now, too. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about Moon? Anything else? All right. Well, a lot of passion. I mean, you've got the Sun card, you've got the Six of Wands, which is equal, like reciprocal passion in a way, and King of Wands, ruler over passion, but they also know how to, uh, how do you say that? Not limit their passion, but mute it, not mute it either, but just to not go crazy with their passion. They have self control, is a good way to say it. And so that they don't, it's not like a prince who will go around humping everyone's legs, like a little chihuahua. They are, they can moderate is the word I was looking for. Moderate their passion. They've got a lot of it here, all the sun, all this here. Um, but again, they've learned a lot of self-control, and the sun card is Leo energy too, which is, about looking into their subconscious. They've got a lot of stuff going on below the surface, a lot of bright light shining in on things too. So they are in a process of really reviewing things in their life. And but there's a lot of fire in all these cards here. It's a lot of passion. And I feel like in that it's mutual. They have mutual attraction energetically. Emotion, I feel like we've talked about, I think what we asked about it before. With their name being Moon, I'm sure they have a lot of emotion that runs below the surface, but I feel like it is very controlled because of past pain and fear. But passion they'll act on, but they also have it very, very moderate. I feel like they are very much um, emotion follows their passion, and because of that, and they don't feel comfortable sharing emotion um, very easily, that they hold it back here, and because they know, well, one leads to the other, and why open that all up? Because I don't feel like they can control that. It's like their passion starts, and then emotions start to seep in, and they fall for people easily. Um, and they don't want to fall again because they keep getting hurt because they fall fast, right? So that's what's coming in Mars. Hopefully that helps a little bit understanding where they're coming from. It's funny. Mars and the sun and the moon. All right. So hang in there. That's what they have. All right. And then Bhumika, you're up next. You want to know, when is Yash's mother and brother will agree for your marriage? To what time should you wait? Well, there's no shoulds in the spirit world. There's just different choices with different experiences. We'll take a look here. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you regarding this situation. Let's just ask it that way, especially around timing. You've got the Knight of Cups, which is movement of emotion, but it's also has to do with like the pursuit. They have a quest for the Ace of Cups, for the chalice, the Holy Grail. And the Judgment card is, the human self being drawn by the higher self to see things from this higher perspective here. And, there's just this, you know, it's going to take a while. When the energy I'm getting with these is they want you to pursue your higher love with your higher self. And, though we're all drawn out to find out, are they going to accept, the love and the marriage and all that kind of stuff? Spirit's like, you know what? This is the most important journey you have is finding your self-love inward and upward. And they say everything else is going to take care of itself. But the more we focus on our lower vibration, trying to find our love and our validation in the outside world, it slows everything down. But the more you pursue your self-love and, with which is the Ace of Cups, and connecting to your higher self, which is where we find the unconditional love we're looking for. Once you fill up and overflow, you're finding the love on the inside. The outside world is just above and beyond extra. It doesn't become, there's not so much fear and desperation around trying to find our wholeness through relationships or situations or things that we're all taught to find it. But it ends up, it falls short. It feels empty. And we invest so much energy in our life when what we're looking for is inward and upward. And once we find that, we don't stop wanting things in the outside world. It just changes our whole perspective of it, right? We're full on the inside, and so the outside world that was falling short now is above and beyond extra. So it feels abundant instead of lacking in the outside world. And we're not so freaked out whether someone's going to do something or not. And I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to know with this is like they're having you go inward and upward for that quest because you can't control the outside world, you can't control them. And the more we're focused on it, it's like we push it further away. But when we go inward and upward, we draw the things that are match our vibration toward us, right? So I feel like that's what they want you to know right now, Bamika. I know we wanted a date and a time and all that, but they're giving you a life lesson that's going to change everything in your life, and that's what they would have you look at, inward and upward. All right, so hang in there. All right. So we're about an hour in. I've got several more to go, so hang in there. You have not been forgotten. All right, Nat, you are up next. So you want a general reading. All right, Nat. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. Wow. So you do have, wonderful brightness headed your way here. You got the Sun card, one of the most successful, bright, abundant cards, and the Ten of Pentacles, abundance in the outside world. It's also one of my relationship cards. So you definitely have warmth and passion and success and beauty headed your way here. And you do, your life feels so full and complete and bright with all of this. Um, Two very successful abundance types of cards coming in, and Ten of Pentacles is one of the cards of relationship from Spirit for me. So like you got this relationship that's coming in, and I don't know, it feels, I mean, it feels so bright, and it's Leo energy, but I don't feel it necessarily it's a fire sign or a Leo. I just feel like they burn so bright that you're not going to wonder if it's them or not, right? It's like you don't look out on the sky and go, I wonder if that's the sun. We're like, that's the sun, and that's how I feel like this is going to come towards you. That you're not going to have to wonder who it is. It's going to be so obvious to you. And that's what's coming in for you right now. Easy breezy, short and easy there, but that's what they have for you. So many blessings. Nat, nat. All right. Up next, we got Asuna-san. You want to know about Renga's current feelings for you. All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know. Okay, I feel like I need to shuffle these up here. All righty. So, Renga's current feelings for you. All right. There they are. All right. So, I like this 8 of Cups. They are making space in their life. It's like they're freeing up emotional energy to invest towards you because the 8 of Cups is walking away from emotions and relationships that no longer serve. That takes us towards the 9 of Cups, which is like a dream wish fulfillment type of energy. So that's what's coming in with the 8 of Cups. And the 7 of Wands, this kind of feeling, there's passion there, there's attraction there. So they've got emotion and attraction. And the 7 of Wands is, they don't want to ask permission, they don't feel like they have to back off of that. I feel like they want to express their passion towards you. And it feels it's reminding me of, like, the 7 chakras, with all those stars. It reminded me of the star card in a way, which makes sense because we have this dream come true type of energy that's coming in here, and I feel like there is this dreaminess around things, and, you know, I get that they want to believe it, they wanna take action on it, but for some reason, I also have this feeling, like, in the pit of my stomach of, like, "But what if I choose the wrong person? What if there's someone better in the future? What if my dream come trues in the future too? What if it's even bigger?" I don't know why they have this, I feel like, I was about to say I don't know why they have it, and then Spirit told me why they have it. They learned it from, like, their, parents and their siblings. I feel like they have older siblings too. They learned it from them of like, "Oh, I shoulda waited. I settled and I shouldn't have settled," and so they've got this fear of settling, but not so much for themselves as they fear because of the environment they grew up in. They fear, like, that they're always gonna be accused of settling because that's how they all felt about themselves, if that makes sense. And so I feel like they want to, and they're gaining this bravery because some of that 7 of Wands too is about being up on a hill and shining bright, not caring what anyone thinks. And I feel like that's what is coming in here. They're gaining some bravery, um, and I feel like it's bubbling below the surface. They don't even realize that that's there. They just feel like this fear in the pit of their stomach. So hopefully that makes sense, Asuna. That's what they have for you, though. I feel like they're going to bust through it. I feel like you know, um, they're just ready to break free from being under all those thumbs of everyone about, um, fear of letting them down and all that fun stuff. So I like it. I like it. It's feels like it's in progress though. So we got to give them some space and some room to figure that out. Okay. All right, and that's what they have there for you. And then Ashvin Rai, you are up next. You want to know when and how are you going to meet your spouse? This sounds familiar. Maybe it wasn't you that asked this, but if you did, I did complete all free readings this weekend. So be sure to check that out for additional information if you did ask it in another session. Let's take a look here. All right. Anything else? What else do you want them to know? Nope, none of those. All right. All right. So you got the Emperor card here and the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, I feel, represents like all these passions, all these interests, like all these hobbies that bring joy to your heart. And the Emperor is about, um, it's Aries energy where the Emperor makes choices and they have a lot of people telling them supposed to, should, need to, have to, blah, blah, blah. All these rules about how you're supposed to meet someone, who they're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be. They've got all that stuff and all these people yapping. But the Emperor also goes at some point, goes, all right, I'm the Emperor. I rule my kingdom. I rule my heart and my love, right? When we're asking about your spouse. And so it's like clearing away, getting away from all of these old ways of thinking, and I get to decide. There's a lot of opinion. Thank you for your opinion, but it's my life. I'm going to choose. I'm going to put form, and I'm going to put step forward. And what I like about it is it's like a change of mindset where you're focusing on your passions and you're living and you're going and enjoying the things that you enjoy doing here. And it's in doing those things is where you meet your spouse. I like this because you're stepping forward. You're not having your life on hold. You're not making finding love one of your hobbies. You're living your passion. And in living your passion, you find someone else that also loves one of your or multiple of your passions, and in doing that, you have a spark, and that's how you meet each other is by living your passion and not worrying about everything everyone has told you about what a relationship should be and how it's supposed to unfold. You are living life, and in living your life, boom, you just start up a conversation. They usually show me pottery. I'm not sure why, but it's how they show it to me. And yeah, and even got dream come true on the bottom of the deck. So you go to this pottery place that because you don't have a potter's wheel or a kiln, or any of the stuff at home, and so you're able to go to this place and you pay a certain amount to use all that. You can even buy the clay there, and so you're working on the pottery and the potter's wheel, and you're all full of clay, and you're not at your best, and then someone asks you how you're doing something, and you're like, "Oh, I do da 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 da," and you're like, and you see something they're making that's intriguing, and you're like, what in the heck is that?" And they're like, "Oh, it's a African blah blah blah," and you're like, "Shut up, really? I want to go see this exhibit, whatever that has to do with that pottery." And they're like, "Shut up! I have an extra ticket. Do you want to go?" And you're like, "Oh my god!" And then it just is this organic, it just unfolds something you both are passionate about, and their spark happens, and that's how you meet them. The end. And you live happily ever after. So that's what they have for you, Ashvin. So many blessings. All right. And then Sana 1111 is when you had put yours. I saw that you said that. Pretty cool. So we're going to know what is coming towards you in love in the near future. All right. Let's take a look here. What is coming towards you in love in the near future? Nothing in the near future. I know, right? Well, we asked, but it's important because you got the High Priestess and the Strength card, two powerful major arcana. And look, they even have both have new moons in there. So the High Priestess, she steps back from the chaos in the world and everything else, goes into her High Priestess temple by herself, connects with spirit, goes behind the scenes, behind the veil, dives deep into her emotions. And the Strength card is all about the human connecting to the higher self. So both of these cards are about inward and upward. Um, it's like this invitation from spirit to make your relationship stronger and stronger and stronger. They want to take your relationship to a higher level, give you more unconditional love, and fill that up, because in doing that, that's preparing you for and raising your love vibration to draw in a higher vibrational relationship. So, and it's funny because your spirit guides are going, well, it's not you that's delaying it. It's them. They're funny. They're like, it's them over there. But they're, you are ahead of the game, but they're like, you can raise your love vibration sooner, but they they are wanting you to do this for this point in your life gives the other person time to raise their love vibration so you can draw on this relationship that's at a higher level instead of drawing in someone that's a lower vibration because you don't want that. And that's what's delaying it is that they, they're raising their love vibration, just taking a little bit of time, and that's okay. They're like, in the meantime, we have some upgrades for you in your spirituality and your spiritual gifts, and we want to show you this, and it's just going to make it even more amazing when that happens because you're opening up your higher heart, and you're also opening up your, when we open up our self-love, we open up the pipeline between us and humans, the ability to give and receive love in a larger way too. So it's a win-win, win-win-win. But right now, they're all focusing on your self-love and with them, while the other person is raising their love vibration. Because it is a fated meeting, it is a fated relationship that you're having. And here on the bottom of the deck, 11, 11. Here's the 11. And look, even got the judgment. I mean, not the judgment. You got the Two of Cups. So they're saying it is being worked on, and you even have the judgment card, which is your higher self calling you to this higher place. So reiterated, they're preparing you. They're giving them time to balance things out, right? The 11, 11. So perfect. All right. So hopefully that makes sense, Sonia. And that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. Let's see where are we at here. We're still doing good. I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got about 10 more people to go. So if I haven't got to yours yet, there's still hope. All right. So Magana, you are up next. Hello. You want to know, what do you need to know at this moment? All right. So what does Spirit want you to know at this moment? I'm just going to take a quick sip here. All right. All right. Look at this. So right now, they want you to know, first of all, with the Fool card, you are entering a time of leaving behind old cycles, old ways of doing things, and you're moving into a new adventure that's free from a lot of restrictions, a lot of expectations. It's new to you. You've been doing a lot of inner work. You even have the Queen of Cups here who rules with the King over the cups, but all the queens are given a second portion of water. So she's the master of emotion, very empathic, very in tune with spirit too. And I like this. I feel like you're entering a new stage here where instead of being ruled by your mind, you're moving into this path that's ruled by your heart. I know. What's that going to look like? But it's good because you've opened up your pipeline a lot from a lot of clutter from the past, right? And so I feel like you're really in tune with your intuition, and you're really in tune with your gut. Even got moon energy behind here. So as you move into this new path, this new journey, I feel like one of the big things that you need to know is, because you're so in tune with your water within your being, and I don't know how much water you have in your chart. Do you have a water moon? Do you have some water, water, water? Um, are you a water sign? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I feel like paying attention to the moon is very important for you, and um, you can do something like, purchase something like this, which you can have a daily planetary guide that, it tells you the different moons. Like today, we moved into, see, the moon entered Sagittarius at 1:28 a.m. Eastern time. So that was like 11:28 last night in my time zone. So I can kind of know that we're in Scorpio. I'm sorry, we moved from Scorpio into Sagittarius, fire Sagittarius moon energy today and tomorrow. And you can see when it changes because the moon impacts you so much, uh, all of us so much. But when you are in tune with your empathic abilities, or if you have a lot, or if you have a lot of water in your chart, your emotions are swayed all over the place. We go through the entire zodiac every 28, 29 days with the moon. The moon goes through every sign. And so it starts off in fire energy like Sagittarius, and then it goes into earth energy, and then air energy, and then water, and then back to fire. And every 2 or 3 days, we're switching energies and influences. And so it's like, you can't wear the same clothes all the time when all 4 seasons are happening, right? So we go through all 4 seasons every week practically. And so you adapt and you change and you're aware of the energy. And so you do things differently and you don't feel so schizophrenic and all over the place. So I feel like this is important for you to know, is that the moon energy plays such an important role in your life, and being aware of it. And if you don't want to buy a book, you can just, there's websites, you can just search moon sign. What sign is the moon in? And there'll be like sites that dedicate themselves to sharing that energy as well. So there you go, Magana. That's what they want you to know right now. How fun. All right. Many blessings. And then great quartz, almighty great quartz. You are up. So where is your spiritual oath leading you? Oh, what an interesting question. Your spiritual oath. All right. Well, it is moving you here to upgrades and downloads. So you've got upgrades in your empathic abilities with the Queen of Cups. You are clearing out so much emotionally, and I feel like you feel like you've been doing it for like decades, right? But you're getting down. You got the big chunks out. Now you're just fine tuning it. You're shining up your heart, your heart pipeline, and it's allowing more and more emotional energy to flow, which allows an upgrade in your empathic abilities. If you haven't checked it out yet, I have a in my YouTube channel, at the very top, there's a Take 10 with Zen playlist, and there's two um, episodes. One is the empathic bubble. I'm sure you're already aware of how to put up an empathic bubble. But there's the second one is the true gift of the empath, and that upgrade, that's where that upgrade is happening for you. So check that out if you haven't already, because it is about your ability to pour out emotion to the world. And then that's the upgrade. The downloads are coming into your mind here with the Prince of Swords, Page of Swords. You're getting access with that Ace of Swords into higher knowledge, higher wisdom. And I feel like you're also your oath, your spiritual oath, is bringing clarity here too on how you want to uniquely share with the world. I do feel you have a lot of teacher in you. If you're unsure of how you are to do that, like, what's my dharma, what's my life purpose? Well, here, this is a great book that can help. It's Discover Your Dharma by Sahara Rose. If you don't want to purchase the book, you can check it. She has a website, iamsahararose.com, and she has a couple free quizzes on there that help you understand. There's like 9 dharma archetypes. I bet you're a teacher on one of them. But it tells you how you want to share your gift with the world. And then under the Ayurveda, there's a dosha, which tells you about your dosha energy. And that both of those things bring a lot of clarity in how you want to share your love with the world, how you share that life purpose with the world. And I feel like that's some knowledge that's coming in here for you. But I do feel like there's teaching in your future, even if it's one-on-one with individuals. But I do feel like you have something, these upgrades and downloads you're getting. Part of it is that part of your oath is to share it with the world, because you bring it in such a unique way that the group of people that you introduce it to accept it from you where they wouldn't have accepted it from other people, just because you relate with them so well. So that's what they have coming in there for you, great courts. Hopefully it resonates, but that is what they have. So many blessings to you. And we've got Tortoise Love. So Tortoise, hello. What comes to you in love in the following weeks? If anything comes, you're so funny. Your little laughing emoticon. If anything, I know, what are we going to say here? Well, there's a lot of emotion happening here. You got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So, as far as love, I don't feel like romantic love is coming here in the next couple weeks, but I feel like these are two. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to here, there we go. It's like if I'm doing it over here because the computer's over here and I'm trying to show myself it. It's been a long weekend. But I feel like you have two individuals, two divine feminine energies coming in. One earth sign, very grounded, one emotional, very water signy. But I feel like it's two individuals coming in. And I feel like these are more like best friend type of energy that are coming in here for you. If not in the physical world, in the spiritual world, could be one in each, could be both in on Earth or in the ethereal. They just are saying that the energy is coming in here for you from these two individuals. So however that resonates for you, but I do feel like this is important because you need to feel the nurturing that comes from this Queen of Pentacles energy. And the Queen of Cups, you need to feel that love, that overflowing love, and that connection to empathic abilities from the other. And I feel like this is so important. It's like they're in my head, they're playing like the Christmas Carol, where it's the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas future, but it's like they're bringing in these, two individuals, either in physical form or in spirit form, that bring you this important connection to your own emotions and to your self-love. And they both teach you this different things with that energy, but strong divine feminine energies that are coming in that are important for you because I feel like they're going to help you with transform some emotions that are below the surface in your subconscious that are important to have transformed before love comes into your life. So that's the kind of love that's coming in. It's a beautiful, divine, unconditional feeling type of love, and that's what you need to feel from these two feminine energies. So that's what's coming in for you, tortoise love. So many blessings to you. All right. Let me see who we've got here. Let me just stretch these out just to get an idea here. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like about 7 more. Anushka Singh, you are up next. So you want to know, will you and your ex, T, are you going to reconcile and start a new beginning? All right, let's take a look here based on current energies. All right. I don't feel like you will. I know. But not from your lack of ability to do so. It's on their end. They've got the devil card coming in here. And the devil card is, they've got a lot of fears, a lot of thoughts and beliefs and things that just really a lot of stubborn and not wanting to change their approach and the way they look at things. Because the Saturn devil card energy comes in to really work over all our long held beliefs and to transform things, to get us out of the cage, but they don't want to leave the cage. It's like if you try to break someone out of prison and they don't want to leave their cell. That's the kind of energy that's coming in here. And the 3 of Wands is they would rather go a different direction than change their ways. And in order for you guys to reconcile and start a new beginning, they have to be willing to do that. And they're not. They're just so stubborn. My goodness. But they just don't want to leave that. They're very comfortable. Their human is so addicted to suffering and staying in the where they're at that they don't want to change. They don't want to give away the payoffs that they're getting from being in that lower vibration. So you can't do anything with that, but go go with God. I am gonna go a different direction. You deserve someone who is like you and willing, to compromise in situations and be open-minded, be open-hearted, communicate. What? I know. So just know that there's someone out there that's more in alignment with your heart, and that you know you could do it. You have the um desire and ability to transform and the flexibility to be willing to question things and move beyond it, because you have, but they not so much. So that's what's coming in, Anushka. Let them go. Don't worry about reconciling, and just look at what you learned through this situation. Release what you can release emotionally, mentally, energetically, physically, and move on down the road, because you have something much brighter and beautiful for you there. All right, so that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right, and then Shay B, you are up next. You want to know, will you be in a committed relationship at the end of this year? This sounds familiar, Shay. If you asked this already, I did complete it. I completed all free readings this weekend. So if you want more information, make sure to go check that out as well. Um, we'll see what else Spirit wants you to know here. All right. All right. So you do. Um, I don't know necessarily a relationship. You definitely have passion here with the Ace of Wands coming in here. So you definitely have a new passionate interest that comes in. You do have the Nine of Cups, which is, an emotional dreams come true type of card. But there's this Three of Wands, which is in front of it all here. And when we're seeing this here, we've got one route is a new passion over here. We got one route is like, but I could also hold out and go and have this dreams come true. And then there's the third route in the middle. So it's like you have this, and there's no wrong choice. You have this journey, this ability to go in one of these three directions. Um, but I feel like the Nine of Cups, the wish come true, the relationship, the committed relationship, I feel like that would go beyond 2024. You can take the to the right and have a passionate relationship that doesn't end a commitment. But there's also this mysterious third path that lies for the future here. And so I feel like you're um, uncertain at this time. There's a lot left open for your choices and your decisions here, because I feel like the Three of Wands is, you have this, there's no set like fated relationship in your life in this lifetime. Excuse me, I talk about this every once in a while, where we have a minimum experience. It's like you choose a vacation package, and when you choose a vacation package, some things come with it. In some lifetimes, we have multiple lifetimes. Some lifetimes, we have a fated relationship that we're going to end up in. We choose that package. Other ones, we're like, no, I'll make it an option. I could or could not. And that's what's happening in this lifetime. You have a choice between all these different types, but there's not a requirement for your lifetime to be in a committed relationship, to learn what you wanted to learn and experience what you've wanted to experience here. It's just an above and beyond. It's like you choose a standard vacation, hotel, rental car, and plane. You get there, and after you're on your vacation in life, right, you choose, I want the option for the luau. Add that on. I'm going to go do that. And then you're going along, and you're like, you know what? I want to go try the horseback riding. Add the horseback riding onto my package. And then I want to go parasailing or whatever, have these add-ons, which are above and beyond for your experience, but not the one that you signed up for, that you absolutely will encounter. So I feel like that's what's coming in here, Shay. You have this opportunities of, well, there is this one that'll take longer. They'll end up in a committed relationship. There's this will be passionate and fun. Not committed relationship will end, like a sparkler at 4th of July. A lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of things, and then it's over. or this mysterious third path, what lies beyond. So there's no absolute choice that has to happen. It's not fated. It all depends on your energies. So I like that for you, Shay. And that's what's coming in for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Dijona Sturgis, you are up next. So, Dijona, you'd like an energy reading. So, what does Spirit want you to know about your energy right now? All right. Woohoo. Wow. Well, well, well. So, you got the Empress energy, new birth, new passion, new sensuality. The 10 of Cups here, I'm showing here, you do have some significant emotional like a tsunami, a flood of emotion that's coming in here with these two cards. The Empress rolls over all the queens, four queens. All of the queens have water. One of them has two. So that's 5 parts water, 1 part earth, 1 part fire, 1 part air, right? The Empress represents all that. A lot of emotion. 10 of Cups, a lot of emotion. So I definitely feel like there's this opportunity that's coming your way here. Your energy is so ripe to feel and flood emotion right now. Um, and it's interesting with an Aquarius new moon coming up. What else is happening? I just there's this, it feels like your heart is so ripe and ready. It's like you've really super cleaned it out and you're like, I'm ready to take it out on the town. I'm ready for it to express love now. And I feel like you're just ready for a new beginning and Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself, loving yourself first, overflowing out to the world and allowing yourself to give and receive love. And as you've been working on your self love, of course, your pipeline to the outside world is expanded where you can give and receive love in such huge ways, too, which is what I'm showing here. So look out, world. Here comes Dijona. It's going to love you to death and be loved. So I like that for you. All right. That's what they have for you, Dijona. So get ready. All right. Felicia Fang. Hello, Felicia. Felicia. You'd like a general for February. All right. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know for February here? All right, here you go. So got some hot new beginnings happening. Well, it's fiery anyway. You got the Ace of Wands, which is, of course, new spark, new energy, new passion. You have the Emperor, Aries energy too, new beginnings, passion. But the Emperor is about, I feel like February is a month of you just really um, getting a fire in your belly where you're like, all right, I've had enough. And I feel like you're being bold and taking some strong action in February with all this. And the energy's there behind it to make it happen too. You've got it all here with the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you do definitely have a significant new beginning. And I feel like you initiate it though. I just feel like you're just like, I'm sick and tired of blah, 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 blah. I'm doing this. Everyone get out of my way. And this is the kind of energy I feel is coming in here. I love this for you. For some reason, I just see you as, quiet and maybe a little shy and um, not timid, but timid a little reserved. But then here, I just like, you're like, pff. It's like if you ever saw Hunger Games when her dress catches on fire. That's how I feel. It was like so, and then all of a sudden, bam, and there's these wings too, and you're just like, out of my way, everybody. So that's what's coming in, Felicia. That's what they're showing me for you. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Jashan. Hello, Jashan. Yes, yes. You said, did I give you a membership? Well, I did put out 10 free memberships, and YouTube in Spirit chose you for one of them. So congratulations, you have it for a month. You also have access to advanced access to my pick of cards, to the podcast that I'll be putting out. And also on Wednesday, you have access to a special, what we call the cozy chat. And it has to do with my podcast from Chaos to Cozy, we talk about it and stuff. So keep a lookout for that on our membership area and on the community posts. So welcome and congratulations. And you wanted a general for February. So let's take a look here. All right. What does Spirit want you to know, Jashawn? All right. What do we have here? Well, you definitely have a progression here. And wow, what a progression it is. So February is an abundant month. You start off here with the Five of Pentacles, and it's a great transformative card because it starts off with emotions and feelings and beliefs around lack, being left out in the cold, being left behind. But it is a transformative card, which you transform with the Six of Pentacles, the balancing out of your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets around your worth and this rate of exchange between what you feel you have to give to deserve, right? And this goes back. I have if you go to my main page at the very top, there's playlists, and one of the playlists is Take 10 with Zen. And if you go in there, episodes 4 and 5 talk about drawing things in sooner. And episode 5, it does talk about the Six of Pentacles. It gives you the awareness of where does this come from? Where does this out of balance giving and receiving come from, right? And where you have to give 1,000 love coins before you deserve one back, right? But it gives you some awareness on how you can bring it down to one in these force fields that may have been keeping things out. You know, the beliefs of lack that have been there before, they get balanced out, and this force field comes down, and it allows things to come to you. It allows abundance. It allows relationship, love, whatever you feel has been being kept away from you. Here it comes. Beautiful, beautiful progression here. But it does take you looking at those beliefs around lack and being abandoned, being left out in the cold, being left behind, which is usually 7 years old and younger, is where we experience that abandonment. Usually it's usual suspects, our parents, right? Someone that we felt we had to give so much to deserve so little back. And then what happens is all that out of balance rate of exchange of love goes down into our subconscious, and it's running on autopilot down there. And until we bring it into our consciousness and transform it, when you do, boom, here you go. So I like that for you, Jashawn. And if you have trouble finding that, I can't put it in the chat because I don't have a chat in this session. But if you can't find it, just comment on this video, and I'll go find it and post the link to it for you. All right, so that's what we have. So welcome, and I hope to see more of you. All right, many blessings. All right, and then Rhonda, hello, my friend. And you want to get what does Spirit want you to know at this time? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know at this time? All right. Rhonda. So your first card is the Nine of Wands. I like this barrier that's been holding you back. You are stepping into your power here with that Ace of Wands. You know, that Ace of Wands used to block them back here, but now there's this wide open space for you to step through. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, you've been on the pursuit here, questing, seeing your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. And it feels like it's been taking forever, I know, but you made so much progress in such a short amount of time in comparison to our life. And because of that, you're having this amazing energy that's coming up here. You have the Eight of Wands. So you're bringing back a lot of your energy that you had been investing in outside validation. I was going to say you're outsourcing your validation, and you're bringing that back. You know, that's part of what trying to get through this barrier had to do with your worth. And that Knight of Pentacles is you've been on this quest of seeing your worth in relationship to the outside world differently. You've made leaps and bounds in that. And because of that, that's what's opening up this boundary. It's allowing you to flow through, but it's allowing you to let go. This Eight of Wands is very flowy type of energy. There's movement, there's fast out of the nowhere movement for you too, but it's all positive for you because where before your inner child was holding you back and had that forest field, that 9 of Wands is like that forest field. You've been doing this inner release, which is balancing out that what you feel you have to give, like we were just talking about with Deshaun, that giving and receiving to where you don't feel like you have to give so much to receive. I don't feel like it's quite down to one yet, but from one to, I think yours was at 1 to 5,000. You got it down to 1 to 1,000, 1 to 100. Now it's 1 to 10. You're getting it down where it's going to be 1 to 1, but you've got this significant flow that's changing in your life, and you've made, like I said, such progression in how you see yourself and what you feel you deserve and what you don't deserve. And you've been dealing with big pieces in your life, but you're getting into a really important one, which is what you deserve when it comes to romance, and a romantic relationship, a true partnership. And that's this year. So buckle up. It's all going to be good. And we started our podcast From Chaos to Cozy. So, as we're going through that, I'm sure tools will come up with that too. Because trust me, been there myself, my dear. And that's a lot of what I'm sharing is the experiences I had and what I learned from spirit through all these things. I'm sharing tools and perspectives and experiences. It's like going to be a group therapy. All right. So that's what's coming in, Rhonda. Rhonda. Many blessings to you. Much love, my dear. All right. And then the last that I show here is Vidi Jalan. So if I missed anyone, my deepest apologies. I thought I went through very um, fine tuned, but you know, it happens. So deepest apologies. I will be back next Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time as well. And as soon as I finish, I will put a list of the order in which we completed these so that in this almost 2-hour video, you'll be able to find your reading fast. How you can do that, look and see who you are around on your reading, then jump into the reading, based on where you're at. You're like, okay, I'm probably in the first half. And then you just kind of zero in by seeing who was around you. So you can go forward or backward to find yourself, right? I know I'm such a control freak telling you how you should do it. You can do it any way you want. All right. So for Vidi, though, let's finish up your reading here. Hello, Vidi. You want to know what message do you need to hear for the week ahead? All right. Let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know about the week ahead. All right. What do we have? All right. So I like it. You got a very balancing week coming in. You got the Two of Pentacles. So it does feel very I don't know, it feels bright. You got the Sun card coming in. So there's a lot of light shining. I know I think you mentioned that you might have just been having a time of it in life right now. It just feels very volatile, I think you said. Maybe not volatile, but here is this Leo energy. You are diving deep into your subconscious with this Leo energy. You can see the little child self, maybe if it um, that's them here. I know it's not doing it too well, but you do have this rebirth, this endings and beginnings, two major arcana. So this is definitely some good, um, significant energy of change and movement, and even the phoenix rising from the ashes here. So I feel like there is this, whatever's been going on balances out here. We got an Aquarius new moon energy coming up next week. So this restart and these wishes. So be sure to check out we'll be having a new moon pick a card coming up this Wednesday. So look into that energy too, because I feel like you can really use that Aquarius new moon energy to make some good transformation for you as well. But I just feel like it's a much more calmer, balanced, bright, transformative week. But I feel like if you ever watch like Harry Potter, and what was his I think the wizard's phoenix was named Fawkes or something like that. But Harry Potter went in to talk to the wizard, and the his phoenix was there, and his phoenix was old, and he's just talking to the bird, and the bird suddenly goes, "Oh!" He catches on fire. All these ashes fall, and Harry Potter's like, "Oh no!" And the wizard comes in. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." He goes, "Oh no, I was wondering what's going to happen." He was looking kind of tired, and then this little, phoenix rises from the ashes, and that's what happens. And I feel like this is a week of, it's like the balance, the rebirth happens. It's like you catch on flames and you're like, "Oh, thank God, I needed this refreshing reboot and restart." I kind of feel like that's the energy that comes in here for you. And Pluto moving into Aquarius is such a huge thing. It's endings and beginnings and rebirth too. And I feel like that's a lot of the energy you're picking up. So that's what's coming in for you, my dear. So hang in there, VD. All right. So many blessings, everyone. Thank you so much for all the thumbs up and for all your patience and waiting for getting this your free readings. Celebrating hitting 2,000 plus subscribers. There is a video linked in the description box for the giveaway that I'll be having at the end of the month. So be sure to check out that video. It'll tell you how you guys can get into the drawing. And of course, check out my new intro to my new podcast, From Chaos to Cozy. And remember, as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I talk with you guys again, enjoy the rest of your day and night and week if I don't see you. Till then, much love to you. Hang in there and you take care.